Hi, I'm Mary Parkinson, and tonight I'm with Millwall and West Ham fans, those two great friends from South East London. And I mean, guys, you have a bit of a history with Millwall, but not so much of a recent one. From the 30s it stemmed, didn't it?
The 30s is an old Docs thing, which goes a little bit before my time.
Yes, I know, it's a little bit before your time.
70s, a little bit about, and even the 80s. And unfortunately, probably still there now with some of our more senior supporters. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not an issue. It's not. The two London clubs might as well be West Ham and Charlton, West Ham and Orient. It's not.
I mean, you're fairly different divisions at the moment, aren't you?
Very much so, yes.
And can you see that lasting?
At the moment, yeah. The way the side's playing, they're awful.
But you're third.
But they're awful, believe you me. We was third last year and the year before. Look what happened. So it's a deja vu every year for us, isn't it?
Because I was talking to a friend of mine who's a Millwall fan today, and he said that, you know, around Bermondsey, everybody is a Millwall fan. I mean, they have the potential for a huge club support down there. But he said he got so fed up, he went to Portman Road, watched Millwall get relegated and boycotted the ground. I mean, he's going back, he's back there now. But is that air of despondency and sort of disillusionment sort of contagious around South East London?
Well, I've had a taste of success a couple of seasons ago. We made the playoffs twice, lost both home and away in the playoffs, semi-finals. So you do get a bit brassed off with it, yeah. You start to get a situation where you've sold your best players, you're financially in terrible trouble. So people do get a bit pissed off.
I mean, you've got your new chairman, and he's saved the club, hasn't he? But
yeah,
is
for a very low price, didn't he? How much did they pay for the club? 2 bob. Yeah. He
But
bought it
he's
cheap.
had to put a lot in, hasn't he, just to keep it going?
Not very much. He bought it very cheaply. Anything he's bought it at a low price. Anything that they do, or anything that improves, he'll make money on. I don't think he's a supporter. He's not a supporter, is he?
If you look at Fulham now, they're throwing money left, right, and centre at buying players to buy themselves out of the second division, aren't they? I mean, that's what Millwall need to do, isn't it? You've got the youth policy in place there.
Youth policy seems to have died
I mean,
to death.
Vinnie Jones is now running Millwall,
yeah.
and he was.
And good luck to good luck to Bonzo.
Yeah, I wonder.
And good luck to Bonzo. I think he's going to need it. I think he's going to need it, poor bloke.
Well, he's got the weather in Norwegian, hasn't he, and live TV behind.
As I said, good luck to him. I think he's going to need it.
And a couple of ex-West Ham players, of course, unfortunately. You got Kenny Brown. Is it Kenny Brown you've got?
It's so slow, it's frightening. Honestly, it's seriously got a problem.
No, not Kenny. That's not the Kenny Brown that we know.
Exactly.
He's not
But
slow.
when did he leave West Ham?
2 years ago. 2 3 years ago.
During the Blitz, the Luftwaffe bombed Kenny Brown up.
We gave you Dale Gordon on loan.
Thanks.
Kenny Brown was never a first team player at West Ham. He was always he'd come in, he'd feel a hole, and that's it for a game or two. That's it. He was,
If it wasn't a hole, we could fill in the hole actually. That's a really good idea. Dig a hole and fill it in, yeah. Best position.
That's where you'd like to put him in.
6 foot under, yes, along with Paul Allen as well, yes. Wear them together.
Because I mean,
Now he is past it. Shame, but very good player, but he is now past it.
It's my consolation to us, though, believe you me. It's crawling along the wing. It's frightening, believe
But the
it.
good thing is you get money sponsoring the Zimmer frames. You get a lot of money in that nowadays. It's good income.
so you have a combination of very old and very young at Millwall, don't you?
That's right. It's the different generations. There's some of them in nappies and some of them are just totally dribbling down their chins. They might dribbling down the wings.
Is there a truth in the rumour though that news bunny's going to turn out for you this Saturday?
I think might as well do better. As much rabbit as the rest of the players, as Chief O'Cockney say.
That's a shame. Blues opening for him Saturday and all.
It's like it'll be boring. Can we have Bonzi back?
That's what
as
we're
well?
Ian Dowie.
Well,
Yeah,
I
would you
mean,
like Ian Dowie? We will
he
pay
is
you to
looking
take
for a
Ian
permanent
Dowie.
move, isn't he?
I'll tell you.
I mean,
There's
how?
somebody out front that can bully people at least.
He's too young, too good looking. Too young, too good looking, too fast, too skillful.
Yeah, definitely.
There speaks the Millwall
Scores
supporter
too
with
often.
sense.
Scores far too often for us, yeah. We took Clive Allen from them. 50 goals for Tottenham one season, 0 goals for Millwall in 3 seasons. Thanks, Clive.
But it was your Russians that were the real spectacular
Oh, the fat
success.
drunken Russians, the vodka boys. Yeah, Smirnov and Vladivar, they were marvellous, they were.
Especially the one who's on his way to the World Cup. Who was very nearly on his way to the World Cup, wasn't he? Sir Guy Iran. Sir Guy
Nobody in his league at all to play around him. He'd get the ball, beat 3-4 players and be scratching. He would come and help me. You know, there's nobody there. Seriously, it was so far different class.
Was this as a manager who didn't know how to use him? Do you reckon he was too good? Because that's the West Ham problem. We've got players too good, that are actually too good for our coaching setup, which have not got the ability to deal with world-class players. Well, go back to last year. Florian Radicchio, Palafutre, Ilya Dumitrescu, world-class players. Unfortunately, our coaches, our management did not know how to use those players. And I just look at the Millwall situation where Sergei Iran was a genuine world-class player, and he's proved that this year. And I just wonder whether you had a management who did not know how to use him, which is what we had last year with Florian Radicchio, who was another world-class World Cup representative player, who was blamed as being a flop, but only because he had a manager who didn't know how to look after him and use him. I just wondered if they did the same thing with Iran.
Is a very good. He'd do well down at Millwall. No disrespect to Millwall, he would do to a very small club. Millwall are a small club.
So you don't reckon he is the manager for West Ham?
No. Anybody that plays Ian Dowie, as long as he has and persevered with him. The guy scored 1 goal in the last 18 months, which myself and Spence were up at Stockport and raining.
That fabulous header.
That was the best header I've seen in 35 years of football.
Yeah, I mean, I got it.
Unfortunately, it was the wrong goal, wasn't it?
So well for Sheffield Wednesday last season. You had Dowie up front. You had Radicchio, who, like Spence said earlier, is a world-class player, and he had him warming up for 60 minutes. Halfway through the first half, he was running up and down the touchline.
Well, I remember when United came down to Upton Park, Radicchio's goal was absolutely out of this world, wasn't it? A fabulous goal.
Is that the year we stopped you winning the league?
No, it wasn't. It was last season. No, we won.
Desperate. When that was a desperate man, he threw his man on, and his man came up trumps. I mean, that wasn't tactical. That wasn't thinking he's the man to unlock the defence.
We played appallingly badly and ended up 2-0 up.
Redknapp and Radicchio may not have got on.
United, which United? I'm sorry, did I miss something there? United,
London United.
I mean, you guys, you are really most famous for your hooligans, aren't you?
Are we?
Are we?
Yes.
Really? No, not at all.
Jelly deals and a pint of beer.
Yes, we're right old Cockneys. We like an ease up.
The Old Kent Road? No?
Indeed.
Good pubs down the Old Kent Road.
Used to be until you thrashed them 5 years ago.
Well, I mean, you guys, you are famous for wanting. I mean, wherever Millwall go, whenever they come up to the West End, when they come to Chelsea, when they come to West Ham, whatever, there is a ruck.
They pick on us.
That's right.
They've got this.
So you are completely innocent, aren't you? I mean,
They pick on us when we
If
go
you
there.
remember-
The town turns out for us.
They've got a Scottish motto: wherever we go, we fear no foe.
That's
Down
right.
to him.
I mean, I
His
do know you are
ancestors.
the only club in the Premier League entitled to wear the lion, aren't you, on your shirt? Because of your Scottish roots.
Indeed, yes. I'm wearing my Scottish roots at the moment, yes. They're below the kilt here, just out of shot, unfortunately.
Shame. Can we get a low one there,
If
please?
you take this problem of punch-ups, yeah?
Yeah.
You were allegedly, at the Chelsea-Millwall Cup game a couple of years ago. You saw it was old Chelsea, nothing to do with Millwall.
No, I
but
didn't
in the
go to the
papers-
game, I watched it on the telly.
Oh, well, obviously you're ringside seated. But you see the
And I
newspapers...
saw the King's Road the next day.
Tremendous. Well, I've got to buy a frock afterwards, haven't you? But if you look at the pictures you see in the newspapers, it's Millwall riot at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So if Chelsea riot playing Millwall, it's a Millwall riot.
Right.
If Birmingham
So
tried to
it's
jump...
all just blame.
We're badly misunderstood.
Badly
It is the media. It is the media. It has been. It has.
It's the same thing with the England supporters. The England supporters in Italy, they all got badly done by. They got bad press. But the thing is, the reputation goes before. Unfortunately, Millwall. If Millwall, hopefully they'll still be in existence. And I don't mean this to take the piss, but I hope they'll still exist in 100 years' time. There's no guarantee, is there? Unfortunately, this reputation will always go before them. And unfortunately, the big games have always pulled out a few meatheads. I mean, you guys go Tuesday night at Crewe or a Wednesday night at Stockport, and there'll be no bother at all. But the big games, big cup games come out, and the meatheads come out of the woodwork, as I'm sure West Ham fans would if we got drawn in the cup against Millwall in January, third round. They'll be
Right, they're out.
Who put you out of the cup this year?
Next
Might
question.
have, Bristol Rovers City, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you are sitting third in the table, and West Ham here too, and you're two clubs. If your away results have been dire, and your home form has been dire, and if you can pick up, and you actually haven't played that badly away, you've just given away really stupid.
We haven't played badly. It's just
The only time we played badly was at Arsenal.
That's what happens in this top league. That's what does happen in that top flight.
get punished for mistakes,
If you
basically.
don't take your chances, you do not win games. fact. And that's what we've been doing. We've been going away, playing well. Everyone loves us. They clap us off the pitch. But you don't take chances. There's no way they'll win
How
games.
do you rate John Hartson? Because I think he's
He's as good as they come.
great.
He's as good as they come.
He's
As good as
only
they come.
21.
Big mistake
He's
after,
got
mate.
to get at
Big
least
mistake
50%. He's got to get at least 50%.
But he
better
can't be
than
expected
what
to do
he is.
miracles on his own.
He's got to be with somebody.
We need someone. It doesn't matter whether it's kids. You need someone. But like, they shoved him up there on his own on Sunday, and Hartson did the best he could, and he didn't play a bad game. But if he's not supported, then we're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So you can't. West Ham can't suddenly become a one-man team, which is what they're rather looking like, or a two-man team.
No, at Old Trafford.
Maybe after Christmas we might be a one-man team. It's rather
See,
looking that way. It is rather looking that
At
way.
Old Trafford this season, we scored first, obviously, against your team.
Yeah. I
About
was
2
there.
minutes later, we could have gone 2-0
Yeah, you
up.
should have gone 2-0
Now,
up.
if we'd have gone
Clean
2-0
through.
up, it would have been a totally different game of football.
Yeah.
We'd have got 3 points. Everybody said, "Oh, West Ham, it was lucky. It was a lucky result." It wasn't. You won 2-1, and it was a travesty of justice. We should have had at least a point.
But
And
that
it's
proves
been
it
like
completely.
that.
That proves it completely. However well you play, if you don't take your chances, you don't win games.
No, it's not.
You just solved the problem. I'm
It's
fucking
been
solved.
like that for 30 odd years that I've been watching West Ham. We go to West Ham to watch the football. We have a laugh. But like Arsenal supporters, Chelsea supporters, they all turn around and say, "Oh, we got beat, and it's wrong." It isn't wrong. If you get beat, we get used to getting beat.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'd
fun
say,
if you get
Steve,
beat.
I'd chip in there though. I would half like to see us win something though.
Oh, so would I. I'd love it.
I mean,
I
you
would half like to see us win something. And that
Mate, I'm very interested in what you got to say. You say that we are good away, bad at home. They are good at home, bad away. We should combine the clubs.
Yes.
So we're good at home and away, and they're shit home and away. And I'd agree to that.
And Millwall would be in the first
League.
division.
Yes, bring on Real Madrid. That's what I say. As long as they're not too rough.
No, well, who is it? It's Barcelona who've got the fans who are all modelled on England fans,
No,
aren't
Italy.
they?
Italian, the Greeks love it as well, don't they?
The Turks who fire guns into the air and kill their sons. I mean, that was tragic, wasn't it? Absolutely diabolical.
But see, no one makes a big thing of
place
that.
going on.
In England, a football game, there's a fight between 5 or 6 players or people on the pitch or on the terracing, and it's bad. It's written all over the world.
Yeah.
One guy shoots a guy in Turkey, and
Shoots his
it's
son.
a two.
Killed his son.
It's a little thing. It's a small little thing. In England, they reckon it's an England disease. But
That
it's
goes
not.
back to the
It goes
publicity of years ago, though, because any little thing brought up, it'll get glamorised by the press.
It's a worldwide thing.
Which is Millwall, which is the Millwall thing.
Press are awful, aren't they?
We travel away.
They
Every game, basically, when we travel away, is like an A game to an A class. It's a graded A game, with the police. They are bang out to basically give us a hard time. Irrespective of it could be Bishop Stortford in a cat, or anybody. They just want a good day out, get lots of overtime.
Yeah, the
lots
police
of
rub their ass.
Bristol City Saturday, last Saturday. I didn't go. You get reports or something, papers or whatever. The police, it was reporting in the paper that basically the dogs and everything was at the north end of the ground. Not looking at the Bristol City fans, who are, as game as us, basically. Well, we all know, everybody knows what it's like. They are allowed the home fans to torment and do what they like. I went to Preston, second game of the season this year. I'm standing there with a friend of mine, and the Preston fans are next door to us. They're gobbing at us, and the abuse they're throwing at us. I had 4 young kids, 12, 13 down the front, giving a bit of verbal back. Saw them get carted out. I actually pulled the inspector out and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "They're gobbing, grown men gobbing us all through the game. What are you going to do about it?" He said, "Go and stand over there, mate. Do as you're told."
That's the England Italy.
Thanks a lot.
That's the England Italy thing. England Italy was exactly the same. Yeah.
Up north, we get, they don't like cockneys. It's as simple as that.
But unfortunately, you can't hide behind the fact that the cops are right up for it. Again, the Italy thing is exactly the same. And the reason where they've got it from is the books they read, the newspapers they read, where your bad press is coming out, which is a nasty business.
What I would like to say is there's 3 Millwall fans there, 3 West Ham fans. We've sat here half an hour. Not a bad word said between us. We'll go and have a drink afterwards. No problem.
Excellent. And on that happy